and Guyana. We have Taylor George and we have Nelly Nance of Guyana. She's going to toss it. Nelly has the punch, toss. Tails is the call. So Tails. Regardless, that's what it was. Any reason?
The pitch was pretty bad when it was pretty sunny, so we need to take advantage of that and go a good score.
How are your chances of winning?
I just want to go, so I believe that we will do our best and back ourselves.
Good luck and all the best.
Thank you so much.
And then Nelly, how do you want the toss? Why?
Because the pitch looked good, but like I said, in the game
Any changes in your team?
no. Like from yesterday,
Yes.
yeah, we changed and
Confident of a win?
yeah, sure.
All the best.
Thank you.
Good luck. So there is it. The Windward Islands have won the toss and they will bat first here at the College Cricket Ground in Antigua. Welcome back to the Coolidge Cricket Ground in Antigua, and for the start of the CWI Rising Stars Women's Under-19 Championship match between the Windward Islands, who won the toss and have decided to take first knock, against Guyana. Both teams yet to record a victory in this tournament, so it's a case of who can win to move off the bottom and get a win under their belt. So should be in for keen contests once the teams play up to their potential. But just to let you know, earlier today we had Trinidad and Tobago getting a victory over the Leeward Islands by 8 wickets, and just a while ago over at Ball Beef in Liberta, Barbados defeating Jamaica by 6 runs. Barbados 102 for 8 of their 20 overs, and Jamaica getting to 96 for 9 of their 20. Must have been a close affair there in Liberta, just about 15 miles from where we are here in Coolidge, next to the VC Bird International Airport. As I say, good afternoon to Maddie Richards.
Good afternoon, Colin. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's well fed and refreshed. Ready for another exciting encounter here in the Women's Under-19 Rising Stars T20 tournament. As you were saying, so Trinidad and Tobago still being the unbeaten team in this tournament, winning all their matches. Not saying that Barbados isn't unbeaten, but they have that no result. So I think top of the table clash. I think you reminded me on Friday. That top of the table clash possibly between Barbados and Trinidad, but no, here at Coolidge, we've got Guyana versus the Windwards. And as you were saying, Colin, someone's O has to go today. Some team will pick up a win if we don't have any weather come in and force a no result here. Someone's going to pick up their first win. Who's it going to be?
Who is it going to be? That's a question that will play out over the next hour and a half to 2 hours, we hope. So, Jada Tyrrell, the opening batter for the Windward Islands, along with Daisy Woods and Kiana Leach, the opening bowler for Guyana. We'll run down the starting 11s for you. This delivery floated just on about the off stump, and Tyrrell is respectfully and defensively forward. So for the Guyana team, Michaela Adams, Amy Antoine, Amazine Berridge, Kayla George, the captain, Emma Madison Joseph, Let's watch this delivery from Leach. Keeping low on the back foot. Leach. Sorry. Tyrrell is defending. Kyler Jeffrey. Avinel Leo. Morgan Octave or Octave Morgan. Gator Small. Devona Tyson. Jada Tyrrell. And Daisy Woods. Single for Tyrrell. She's off the mark. The Windwards are one. And the Guyana team, Jada Fraser, Sarah Bahia, Jariah Rodriguez, Brianna Samaru, Alia Henry, Akita Stevens, Danielle Mans, the captain, Sawana Booker, Kiana Leach, another single for the Windwards, Rosanna Patterson, and Christiana Jackson. So, just 2 runs on the board from the first 5 deliveries. A little tidy over there by Leach.
Tidy start so far, but one delivery remaining means you know how crucial the final delivery in every over is, especially in the T20 format. In the power play as well. Be interesting to see if Tyrrell goes hard. She's been a player who I've gotten a little glimpse of as well. That first game versus the Leewards, she was quite instrumental in her team. She's got a top score of 31 so far in the tournament. Bats and balls, opens and balls a new ball. And she's away.
Might get even 4.
We talk about how crucial the final ball is. There's a bit of a misfield there by the Guyanese fielder. They only get 2 in the end.
Didn't want to chance it in the return.
So 4 runs coming from that Leach over, the first over of the inning so far. I thought she was decent yesterday, Guyana Leach. 4 overs for 17, picked up 1 wicket. Ended up going under to that Jamaica team. The team pushed Barbados very close today. Lost yesterday by 21 runs, did Guyana.
Yeah, for a moment, I thought Jamaica, well, I wasn't watching it, but from just looking at the scorecard,
It looked like they could get up there.
They looked like they could have gotten up there. But I reckon that it was some good defensive bowling on the part of the Barbados captain.
And that's what you expect, especially in these tight games. A game such as that, Jamaica can be very proud of their performance. In these tight games, you see the teams just maybe a little more polished, a little just well coached or better coached teams come to the fore, especially when the pressure's on. You expect that from that Barbados outfit.
Christiana Jackson picking up the attack from the far end, the airport road end. So Tiana Herbert Mays, 4 overs, 2 maidens, 5 runs, 1 wicket. Don't think he can ask for better bowling figures than those from 4 overs. She might have been the one who pegged back the Jamaican in the efforts to get 103 to win.
That's going to happen. On the other occasion, number 60, Christina Jackson. It's going to happen. She's quite unorthodox, bowls off the wrong foot. And if her rhythm or her timing is just slightly off, and the action completely goes. We haven't seen that too often from her. I thought she as well was superb yesterday, 2 for 13 from 3 overs.
It's a better delivery, chance of a catch, but it's over the head of the mid-wicket fielder. And they will get 2. Good running, Maddie.
Yeah, very good running indeed. In fact, we saw a different new ball pair for Guyana yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. It was 2 medium pacers. Alia Henry and Shanisa Thomas.
Sorry?
Yeah, they're opting to go for spin from one end, pace from the other.
So Guyana making a slight adjustment to their field. They're bringing in the third man and they're pushing out the mid wicket. After that delivery went just over the head of the mid wicket fielder who was inside the 30-yard circle. So the Leewards getting another run, and that's the idea. Pick up as many runs as you can in the power play, especially. Both captains reckon that they would have batted first had either won the toss. Luckily, Kayla George for the Windwards, she won it and she was quite happy to say, I'm going to bat first.
Yeah, good batting conditions here.
She just need her batters though to get a score on the board to give her bowlers a chance. But the Guyanese will be looking at it from a different perspective. Yeah, bringing up the long leg into the circle. Knowing the Guyanese captain how meticulous she is, Danielle demands, she's going to always be looking at every delivery before each bowl to make some adjustment to the field. She doesn't want to give away a run. Now she's at it again. She's calling in the mid wicket closer, maybe about 5 yards further from where she was. But she must have been seeing this match before, Maddie, because had she maybe brought the mid wicket fielder closer into the circle, she could have prevented a single.
She clearly has a good understanding of what she wants. So now that mid-wicket fielder comes even closer. No.
Well, I think what she's saying is that Jackson is drifting down the onside, so let's get the fielders on the onside a bit closer to stop maybe the ones or twos. But on this occasion, she overcompensated with a full-length delivery, and it was pulled away for 4.
Yeah. That one down the leg side, full toss. It's hit quite well. There was a fielder in that position, but it was hit powerfully. Went through her for 4. Good start. It's good positive start from the Windwards.
Yes. They no doubt know that a good start and anything approaching 100 would be a good total to defend. So we have the physio for the Windwards team running onto the field to offer some first aid assistance to Daisy Woods, I reckon. It might be during the warm-up. We had an unfortunate situation where one of the Windwards players, or 2 of them, collided head-to-head. And can't tell you the name of the player who got injured, but she was heavily bandaged. Her head was heavily bandaged when she was taken away by the EMS team who were here. So need to keep an eye out to see what her situation is. She was walking well when after receiving treatment inside the dressing room, but there was a lot of cause for concern after the incident, and I think they even abandoned the warm-up after that incident. Didn't look too good on initial contact, but after maybe 10-15 minutes of treatment inside the dressing room, she was taken away by the ambulance, or taken to the ambulance.
Wishing her a speedy recovery. Hopefully it's not too severe.
And just looking at the Windward's team sheet, there was a late change.
Yes.
I think Amazine Berridge, sorry, she was not in the initial party. She was supposed to be the 12th man, the 12th player. And I think it's Brianna Marcelin who was penciled in to play. She's now she was the one who got injured.
Wow. Unfortunate.
So maybe during the break of the innings we can get an update on who the player actually was and what's her condition. A new over from Leach has started. 2 balls, no run, 14 without loss. the Windwards. This is played quite sensibly into the offside on a single. Good rotation of the strike there between both batters.
Yeah, it's where both Woods and Tyrrell haven't allowed themselves really to get bogged down. Kept up that positive intent. They've run well. Rotated strike quite nicely so far. Early days yet, though.
But Leach is keeping it on a fairly good line and length. And there goes our good friend, Mally. Is that her, Miss Turner?
I think it is Miss Turner. Super fan, Windies super fan. Designated super fan, that is. Official.
Maybe she had other commitments this morning, why she's only now showing up this afternoon.
But she's going to be here at some point. Always knew it that she'd be here to give her support.
That's not her?
Yeah, it is. Having a bite of lunch.
Another delivery driven into the offside. Maybe she's not wearing her customary jerseys. So maybe creating a little confusion in terms of identity.
There's no confusion here. Okay? There's absolutely
15 without loss after 3 overs, Somali.
Yeah, West Indies super fan Elaine Turner. That is her.
That is her.
Know,
live and living
flesh,
colors.
Right? Hold on. Back to the action. In the middle, it's kind of just simmering at the moment. Windward's keeping wickets in hand. Good to see. Scoring at a healthy enough rate, 5 runs and over. So that would get them to 100 if they could keep that up, Colin. And you always say that 3 figures mark here in this tournament proves to be very competitive.
Yes. Christina Jackson, as Mali has been indicating, bowling off the wrong foot. But can be effective.
Yeah, so far. Yesterday she was good. She was a little expensive in that first over. A slight change of tack today from Guyana. It was Thomas and Henry opening the ball yesterday for them. Shanisa Thomas out to the 11 today.
Yes. She's listed as the 14th player.
I thought she was decent. They were actually quite decent with the ball. That new ball up here. She had 3 wickets between them. Henry 1 for 23. Thomas 2 for 14 from her 3 overs. It's also about everyone getting an opportunity, getting that chance.
Yeah, I think there's something in the regulations that says every player
has to play at least once.
Once, yeah.
Interesting. Which
I know it was in the boys.
The boys, right? So I'm sure it applies here as well.
Because why bring someone all the way from South America to the Eastern Caribbean and don't give them a chance to play? You never know what they're capable of doing unless they're out in the middle.
The fact you have to write a rule such as that, though, says something.
And says a lot too about the whole question of coaching. At this stage, you're not coaching to win; you're coaching to develop.
That's what I think, especially at this stage.
That's the emphasis.
Yeah, we lose sight of what really is at stake. Obviously, you're trying to impart the fact that you're playing to win, but overall, it's about development.
Yes.
Better length, better delivery. When she gets that timing and everything right with her action, it's quite nice. Slightly fuller. She doesn't quite drag it down. It's one of those actions, though, the slightest thing could throw it off. So the more she learns about her body and her bowling action, the better. That's why these tournaments are so important. Just there again, good delivery.
You could see from the moment the ball left her hand that it was a good delivery.
On a good length.
Yeah.
And that's, especially at this stage, that lack of pace is actually playing to her advantage. I think players, especially at this age, like the ball coming on a bit more, where they can use that pace, not necessarily generate it themselves. Just there again, almost clipping that to the skipper at mid-wicket. Daniela Mans.
Maybe she just has to, the captain has to tell herself, let me just stick the forward of square fielder in the orthodox position inside the circle and gamble on a miss pull, a miss hook, and probably will get her out caught there.
Yeah, it's a heavily packed onside field, as he said, Colin. 5 fielders on the onside. Just good delivery. She just got to work on feeling to her own bowling.
Yes. Back in the day, Red Spear would say that's a 5-4 field.
5-4.
So that brought up the end of the 4th over. 18 without loss, the Windward Islands.
Yeah. Good stuff this from Tyrrell and Woods. 18-run partnership, 2 overs remaining in the power play.
Speaking about Reds, he sent me an email this morning.
He did.
Didn't get a chance to really...
The legendary Reds Pereira.
Read it. I think it contained an interview with Sir Curtly Ambrose. So might have to listen to that.
I think it's an audio, actually, after the Falcons. I think their first 2 games.
Okay.
Of the season so far in the CPL. It's Curtly, the bowling coach.
Yes. So definitely have to give it a listen at the break. There's always something about Reds when he communicates with you. It's not just to say hi and hello.
No, he's always sharing something.
Sharing something of note. Bowling change. So Warner Booker.
Yep. Coming into the attack, round the wicket to the right-hander.
Did she play yesterday, Mali?
I'm not sure she did.
No, she didn't. Yesterday. So she's getting a chance. Maybe she's the one who is replacing Shanisha Thomas.
Similar in stature. Started quite well around the wicket. Obviously favours this round the wicket angle at this stage of her career. And she's bowling straight enough. So far, starts with 3 dots. Good start from young Booker.
Wouldn't see many spin bowlers coming around the wicket at the start of their bowling spell.
That's what she's using that angle though across the right-hander there, which is nice to see. Good take from the wicket-keeper as well. What was also fantastic to see, just from her mechanics aspect, she's staying off the danger zone. Have a look at that. Good area once again. So she obviously likes bowling around the wicket, even to the right-handers. Can she get a maiden? What a maiden it will be. Such precious commodities maidens are in T20 format. And she gets it. Well bowled, Sawana Booker.
Over.
Take a bow, young lady. 5 overs gone, 18 without loss.
Yeah, I'm just taking a careful look or extra look at the Guyana team, the team that is on the field. And with Keisha Kirsten, who is nominated as wicketkeeper, she's nominated as the 13th player. So 63 is the keeper in Achilles Stevens. So they might have made that change for this game as well.
Right, interesting.
Interesting.
Couple of changes from the Guyanese. Atalia Simmons as well. The number 12. Or the 12th player, shall we say.
I wonder if the ICC will give us the permission to say 12th woman or 13th woman. Not.
I think we have to take the initiative ourselves these days. I was asking that yesterday. Does third man change? No, it's women's cricket.
That's an interesting observation.
Yeah, deep third.
observation.
So the vernacular of the game will have to change, I guess. It's already changed.
From batsman to batter.
Exactly. Starts with a full toss. It's swept away powerfully, but Samaru looks like in that deep square position. Very interesting field this from Mans. She's obviously not that worried about being clipped aerially over the onside field in front of square. The fielder's way behind square here on the leg side. Starts with 2 full tosses. Body language is looking slightly different today, Daniela Mann. She was a bit more bubbly, a bit more energetic yesterday. You saw she was a bit of a live wire in the field, affecting 2 runouts. Oh, she lands that one. It's a lot better. That's a lot better from her.
She's just warming to her task.
Mm.
She's always very involved, whether bowling or in the field marshalling the troops.
Slightly unorthodox action as well. Mans. She's starting to land them, as you said. Colin just warming to the task quite nicely now. Mans. But they'd want a wicket. They would want to at least pick up 1 in the first power play, 1 delivery remaining.
Jada Till continues to be watchful. And the score at the end of the over, 20 without loss after 6. And Mali, I took the privilege of going to the Guyana team sheet from yesterday. Booker was the 14th player, so she's in. Kirsten didn't play. She was not 13. Natalia Simmons was number 12. So it's quite clear that Booker has replaced Shanisa Thomas. Did we have the benefit of watching the Windwards yesterday, Mali? No?
No, I didn't, actually.
The Windwards were playing over in
versus
Alberta.
Trinidad.
Yes. Yeah. So we won't have their team sheet from yesterday. Full toss. She waited on it and put it down. Good shot. Because maybe she had gone too early in the shot. She could have maybe spooned it in the air. So single. Booker conceding her first run of her spell. This is her second over.
Yeah.
Some sort of debris blowing across the pitch.
Looks like a leaf.
Yes. Umpire Thompson. Did he get it or?
No, I just brushed it to the side. I was wide from maybe just losing her concentration slightly. Was Booker. She's been spot on. That first over was immaculate. Just needs to focus. Get back on her line here. Just lost the radar slightly. It's consecutive wides, just the 1 legal delivery. Better. That's the angle. It's so fun watching these young players learn almost in real time, working out exactly what needs to be done, even though maybe they can't execute in the way that they want to just yet.
Down the onside again. Signal wide again.
Yeah,
that's the third one.
Third and 4 deliveries. So under a bit of pressure now in this over. She's learning all about this game now. A maiden to begin with.
She's got to change her angle. Coming over the wicket now. That's good. Sensible batting there by Tyrrell. Playing it into the gap and quickly calling through Woods for a single. Till most 11 Woods on 8 comes in to strike 25 without loss.
Yeah.
That was a good delivery. Is it?
Wow.
Why?
Not sure why they didn't choose to take that single. Fielder is on at long on. So missed run there by the
Wasn't traveling too
Windwards.
quickly.
She's right back on it here is Soana Booker. One delivery remaining. This one's peeled away off the outside edge. It'll go close to the boundary. Fielder comes round. In fact, a dive is put in by that fielder there at point. So 2 runs to end. 7 runs from the first 2 from Soana Booker. In fact, 7 coming from that second over from her. The first being a maiden, 27 without loss.
Not maybe the over Booker was looking for to follow up her maiden. She strayed a bit down the onside with 3 of her deliveries. And then when she floated it one up just wide of off stump, there was Woods playing with an angled batter and getting 2 good looking runs. So the Windwards would be heartened by this start. 27 they are. This is going to be over number 8. Captain Danielle Mans is going about a second over. She's telling one of her teammates to get back on the wideish mid-wicket boundary.
Interesting. Very interesting field this.
She takes another look at her field. She's not too satisfied, but she won't make any changes. And she oversteps. No ball. It's going to be a free hit. No, he's
She's
not
got
overstepped.
5. They've got 5 outside the circle at the moment. So it is very interesting, especially with the way the onside field was set. Bowling with 5 outside the circle. Only allowed 4 in this format. It's actually 5 in the international game. This one slapped away. Free hit. Samaru comes in off that cover boundary.
He was showing some aggression there, coming down the track.
But that was Jada Fraser doing the workup. Is there a bit of bat in that? Is there a bit of bat in that? Fielder comes round. Looks like Jayara Rodriguez. That's a good delivery.
Beating Tyrrell.
Yeah, just full in length. Hint of shape away. Not the Tyrrell, just allowing it to fall out of the sky, really. So well played, well bowled as well. Just a hint to turn, but well watched. Open the face. Got it down to short third. Another single.
Some adjustment to the field.
Yeah, she brings short third in.
Yeah, from mid wicket. That brings up the end of the 8th over. Oh, still one more delivery.
Yeah, had that no ball to start.
Yes.
Extra play outside the circle, the 30-yard circle.
A little bit of bounce there. At the end of it, 31 without loss, the Windward Islands. This is fairly good going by them.
Yeah. They'll obviously want to pick that rate up now. Spent a bit of time at the crease, but keeping wickets in hand so important. Booker, looks like, to bowl her third. Starts over the wicket once again. 1 for 7 from 2. Bowled a maiden to begin with. Second over. Just a few wides in it. Still a decent over nonetheless. Can she back it up again here? Long on the boundary. Swept away. And I think where the Windwards are just struggling slightly is with the lack of pace. Not being able to generate much pace on these deliveries.
They have to be searching for, most of the batters have to be searching to get to the ball.
Yes.
And this is good thinking on the part of the Guyanese captain.
Very slow. That one's been hit nicely though, but fielder comes around. Good powerful throw back in. Jada Fraser.
I like Fraser in the field, Maddie. She's full of energy, always looking to be involved. And she doesn't really walk from position to position. She runs into her positions.
Yeah, she moves. Have a look at her there, the way she's walking in as well.
Yeah.
So aware. Once again, she's in the action. Gets around. Always anticipating. Thinking the ball's coming to her. You'd like to see that as a fielder.
Yes. I like players who are always on their toes, anticipating, being aware that something could happen, and they have to respond, to react.
Sure.
They're not on the back foot or flat-footed.
You see, these are the throws I'm talking about. They are quite unnecessary.
Yeah.
Even though it's from the skipper, she should know a bit better than that.
Yes.
Get the ball back into her bowler properly. It's something that will come. And she gets a wicket. She gets a wicket played on. The lack of pace. Jada Tyrrell maybe just starting to think she needs to get a move on. Taking a thick inside edge back onto the stumps, and the Guyanese pick up their first. Windward's 35 for 1. Tyrrell goes for 15.
Yeah, probably going through with the shot a little bit too early, and the lack of pace, and the ball hitting the baton and maybe her pad, and then onto the stump. We'll see it on the replay. Into the ground from the bat and onto the stumps, and Booker would have been delighted with that wicket.
Oh, delighted. Not sure. Probably playing her first game of the tournament.
And Kayla George, the Windward's captain, come to the crease.
1 for 11. 1 delivery remaining.
George elects to take a middle stump guard. And she settles. Booker. That one clearly going down the leg side. And umpire Thompson clearly not interested. Brings up the end of the ninth over. The Windward Islands batting first after winning the toss 35 for 1.
Yeah, 4 runs coming from that Sawana Booker over and a wicket. So 1 for 11 from 3. She'll be very happy with those figures. Should take a lot of encouragement from that. Had her struggles a little bit in the second over, but she's bounced back so well.
Daniel Mans continues. Which is looking to drive but beaten. Well, and the ball may be hitting her somewhere in the lower part of her body.
Maybe that pressure's just starting to tell a little bit on Daisy Woods here. If you remember, she started 5 off 7. Now she's 13 off 30 deliveries. So she scored 8 runs off her last 24 deliveries.
Was umpire Tate indicating to... Wonder if we can see that again.
Something that used to happen to me a lot as a youngster. It's good delivery though, playing a miss. Much better finishing position as well. So important for these young spinners as they watch some of the best in the world, especially when it comes to taking chances and fielding off their own bowling. Their follow through is so important.
For the second time in different overs, we are seeing a ball played down to wideish mid-on, and the batters not interested in taking the single.
Second time, common denominator being Daisy Woods, though.
Here she's driving and she's back to the bowler. She's asking if it was a catch. The umpire says no. And he calls on the refreshment drinks. So at the end of it, at the break after 10 overs, 35 for 1, the Windward Islands.
Yeah, interestingly poised this match. Windward Islands need to get a move on if they're going to get anywhere near up to that 100 mark. But 60 deliveries remain. Guyana just picked up the 1 wicket, but they've been very disciplined in doing so.
We'll take a break as well, refresh ourselves, and come right back.
Massive wicket that just after the rain break. I mean, the drinks break, sorry. The hydration break. Guyana Leach into the attack. Picks up the wicket of Kyla George. She goes for a duck. And just what Guyana would have wanted. They've been quite disciplined. They've kept the scoring rate in check. 36 for 1. George goes for a duck. Leach picks up her first. New batter, Michaela Adams. Right-handed batter. Once again, another delivery beats the outside edge. So this is the opportunity now for Guyana to really squeeze this Windward Islands team. I'll be hoping that they could pick up at least 4 or 5 runs and over from here. Adams just pats that back. And there's no run. Every dot crucial. Needs to find a way to rotate strike. Scampers through for a run. Once again, Guyanese fielder not managing to field cleanly. Aaliyah Henry on that occasion. Haven't seen her with the ball yet. At some point, I anticipate to see her. She was good yesterday, as we said, Aaliyah Henry. So successful over that from Guyana Leach. Picking up the big wicket of George. Windward's 37 for 3.
So 2 wickets after the break, Maddie. The drinks break. Something that has been reoccurring in this tournament.
We've seen it happen. We've really seen it happen. We've seen it happen to the best. So you do expect that, especially at this level. With these girls not quite as experienced.
I think there's a little situation going on with the electronic scorers. But the manual scoreboard seems to be getting it right. 37 for 3. Jackson continues. Guyana holding a stranglehold to some extent against the Windwards. She's playing with a lot of bottom hand, Maddie.
Definitely. Something you see, something you expect to see a lot of the time. The top hand comes off the bat. That's where these young ladies are looking to generate power from.
Michaela Adams. High backlift. Wide signal.
I think that's the first run from Christina Jackson in this over so far. Let's put the real squeeze on. Now have Guyana. Don't want to be giving away too many runs in extras. Another swing and a miss, a lot better from Jackson. Young Adams just needs to try and make some sort of contact here. Not worry about too much power. She looks like she's a scamperer in between the wickets as well. So just something in the gap, get off strike. Keep it as simple as possible.
Not happy with her run up to the wicket. Jackson decides to abort it and we'll try again. On the onside and pulled around the corner. Only a single. Adams.
So just a few runs coming from that Jackson over.
See, Elaine Turner, you said, Mally?
Yeah, Elaine Turner.
She has company now.
Yeah, she has some company. Not quite sure who that is, to be honest. But I think we saw them yesterday as well. So
yeah. But her company looks familiar to some extent.
To some extent.
Yes.
Yeah, we saw her yesterday.
Maybe she will reappear again. No, I know there's a Turner family that lives somewhere in Fitch's Creek. Is that her, Elaine's family?
Could be. I'm not quite sure where they reside. I know they were former owners or maybe still owners, but they used to operate the Potter's night spot with the mini golf.
Yeah, I know that. I know it was quite an entertaining little spot there. I liked it.
Yes.
Went there a few times.
Those are the glory days of Antigua nightlife, I guess.
Yes. The umpires are having a mid-pitch conference.
Not sure what about, but
it couldn't be about the Strait of Hormuz. There's certainly no negotiations going on there. Just all talk. But we had Coolidge in Antigua. And that one is pulled around. I think the umpire is indicating at square that it was above the hip.
Yep.
It's a no ball.
So it'll be a free hit. This one, Windwards have to make this one count. Can only be out via the run-out route. Field can change as well. The new batter on strike.
This one is down the onside and beating the wicketkeeper as well. They'll easily get two if they want.
She'll have to do this again. All right. So it'll still be a free hit if I'm not mistaken. Yes.
Umpire Thompson is well in tune.
So second opportunity here.
No need to ask their wicketkeeper because it was a free hit.
But from the Windward's perspective, they couldn't make it count.
Couldn't make it count.
Whereas the Guyanese, They're keeping this boundary count very low indeed. Boundary is very hard to come by. Nice looking stroke once again, straight to the fielder, no run.
Hitting powerfully down the ground back to the border. She makes sure she got her formidable body inside in the way of the delivery. This is Leach. Again, it's played forcefully back to the border. Driving in the air, but we'll get a single. Man's throw. Attempting to throw down the stumps. Was it Mans or?
Might be Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, yes. 65, I think she is. Oh, he's Talia Simmons.
In fact, it's Aaliyah Henry, number 55.
55, yeah.
Jariah is number 59, Jariah Rodriguez. This one's in the gap. Not really. Feeler comes round the skipper. Mans does well. Saves a run. 45 without loss. So, what, 7 overs remaining?
Yes.
42 deliveries. Jackson, it looks like, to bowl her final over.
Chance of a catch there. But the captain maybe could have reacted a little bit quicker. By the time she figured that a catch could have been made, the ball was dropping in front of her. She couldn't even feel on the half volley. So single, 46.
That's what I mean. Her body language looks a little different today. Not quite as positive. She's not buzzing around the field in the same way.
She comes into her picture once again.
Seems to be a little low on confidence at the moment. Daniela Mans. Something I picked up a bit earlier as well.
Yeah, no, you had made that point
she
earlier
just
on.
Looks a bit down. So far, 3 dots here from Jackson.
So, very quiet afternoon here in Antigua. Well, at least at Coolidge, maybe they some action happening elsewhere in the cities. Can't say there have been much aircraft movement since we have started.
It's been a very
commentary
quiet,
just about an hour ago.
Very quiet over as well. This from Jackson, which is good for Guyana. And as we say, that she balls a wide. So the first runs of the over so far coming via an extra. Every now and again, she just throws one in, but she's been quite good here for Guyana today. Slightly different role for her, taking the new ball from the airport road end. This one swung away.
Good fielding
Yes.
by the captain.
I wonder if that will bring her back. Is she back?
To her usual self.
She had to move quite sharply to her left.
Yes. Brings up the end of the over.
Mans brings herself back into the attack from the media center end. Will they be really happy is the amount of boundaries that have been scored so far. They've really kept it to a minimum. Just a few wide starting to creep in, but majority of this innings have managed to keep the Windward's batters very quiet indeed.
And that's the objective. They would have set themselves. Any chance of a stump in there? Or she had her back foot grounded?
It's definitely looked like an opportunity. Wicketkeeper maybe just getting up a bit too soon. Seeing the opportunity, maybe just a little excited when snatching at that ball. Another swing and a miss. Turn and bounce for Mans, especially from this media center end. Seems to be a lot more comfortable bowling from this end. Daniela Mans.
Another one floated up. This will go past the fielder at the backward square and into the boundary for four. 4 welcome runs for the Windwards. They get into the 50s. They're 51 for 3.
Yeah, that brings the 50 up, a half century up for the Windwards. It's Jada Fraser who put in quite a good chase after that one, but it's timed very well indeed.
Mans is making sure that everyone is in their correct positions. She doesn't want to transgress again into having too many players outside of the 30-yard circle. This one is pulled from outside the line of the off stump. Behind, back with a square. Single.
So I think Kayla George is the key here, actually. She seems to possess a bit more power. If she can get the ball in her areas, she can look to really put these Guyanese bowlers under a bit of pressure.
with 5 overs remaining. And now, as well as the Guyanese are taking a little refreshment break of their own. We call it the hydration break here because it could be a little bit hot and humid in the middle while we sit in our air-conditioned room in the grandstand.
Yeah, it's quite cold in our air-conditioned room, I must say. Very chilly. Jiraiya Rodriguez comes into the attack. This one's hit high. Almost finding the fielder at mid-off. So at least young Adams here, Michaela Adams, looking to get on with things. She spent a bit of time at the crease.
Wide delivery.
She just needs to keep her eye on the ball. Just that split second longer for me. I think all that would come. You can tell she's not the most powerful at the moment, so another wide. Skipper running all the way from deep mid-wicket, deep square actually. That was a dead ball. Skipper was still on the move, so dead ball signaled. Oh, chance. It's hit quite powerfully, but it goes down, so Rodriguez drops her opportunity for a wicket and follows up with a wide. Just seems to be rushing slightly for me. Just needs to take her time. In fact, no ball. Signal. Free hit. That's off the legs. Goes down to short. Fine leg. They scamper through for a single. $80 to $90 could be quite difficult to get here for me, Colin. Can they find a way?
Well, with the spinners operating on there, really testing the resolve of the Windward's batters. Well, not on this occasion because this was a poor delivery. It was swatted away. It goes into the boundary for 4, but I was making the point in terms of agreeing with you that it's going to be a challenge.
Definitely.
But that 4 certainly has changed the equation slightly.
Yeah, and I think Kayla George, as we were saying earlier, is the key. She's the one that possesses a bit of power, especially in that area on the onside. Anything just slightly short, bottom hand comes into play. And she can find the boundaries. That's her second boundary of her inning so far. Just there. Once again, hit well. Work for Mans to do to her left. They should come back for 2, but they don't. It's partnership 27 off 35, so playing a good role here. Even though Adams 9 off 17. Another wide. So 10 runs coming from this Rodriguez over so far. 1 delivery remaining. Windward would want to put her under a bit more pressure. Can they find another boundary or even another 2? It's hit straight back to the bowler. Over gone. 10 runs from that. Rodriguez over 64 for 3.
So that's over number 16. So 4 to go. 24 more balls. A run a ball would get them up to 87. So,
which could be quite competitive.
Yeah. This is a game between two teams who haven't won a game as yet. So, a chance for a victory and also to move up the bottom.
Comes Booker back for her final over. 1 for 11 from 3. So it'll be a real lack of pace. George will have to generate all the power here. Such as that. One thing about Man, she puts herself in position where she thinks the ball is going to go. Maybe the best fielder on this Guyanese team.
Yeah, her overthrow is backed up well.
Suffering a little bit from the back-to-back. Seem a little down on energy. The overall Guyanese team out in the field. This one's played down to short third once again. It's a good start this from Booker. Just a 1 run from the first 2.
Some movements on the eastern side, or is the western side? Another delegation, and another visit, another tour. Well, we know that there are futuristic development plans for the Cottage Cricket Ground, Mali. Don't know quite if these are little tours or inspections are part of that overall development plan. Could be. We are told even the area beyond the northern side of the ground would be also be part of that development master plan.
Very interesting.
But there must be something big coming up. I'm guessing it's the Shogun Cricket Forum in a matter of, what, 2.5 months? 64 for 3 is it?
This one.
How did that one miss everything, including bat, pad?
Did it? That's the thing. I'm not sure we got an appeal from a Guyana team. To my eye, it looked like it took a bit of pad, but could be mistaken.
Keeping low.
Good over this in the context of things. Just 3 runs from it so far. 1 delivery to go. In fact,
That's
maybe
the end of
4
it.
from that over from Booker. Decent over that. 1 for 14 from her quota of 4 overs. Fantastic figures from the young Guyanese bowler.
Rodriguez will continue.
bit of belief being shown here in Jariah Rodriguez. 10 runs coming from her first over. It's given a second one here by the skipper. She started a lot better. This one's in the air, slightly ran around that one. But in the end, does well. Maybe if she had a chance if she was coming forward.
Wide signal by umpire Tate. Now look at the situation. Had she allowed that one to go down the onside, it would have been a wide. She got back onto it and straight to the fielder just around the corner, no run.
Fielder did very well there. Sharp fine leg.
Oh, she's going for the lost.
The spin by the skipper. She totally misread the spin there. I only get 2 in the end.
That lofted shot onto the onside over deep backward square. As Mali said, when the ball dropped, the spin deceived skipper Mans, and 2 runs. So in there for a considerable amount of time, but safely in the end. Will she again go able with again? She gets this one down the ground, all along the ground as well.
Yeah, she's the one that packs a bit of a punch here, Kayla George, and she's just getting her timing more and more the longer she spends at the crease. 15 off 28 now. Adams played a good little role here in partnership, 37 off 47. This one, slight top edge, but they scamper through once again, not quite reading the spin of the ball. It's Christina Jackson on this occasion. The end of that Rodriguez over, 7 runs coming from it. 2 overs remain. It's a 74 for 3.
So it looks like they can get up to 80. How much more after that they will get is really down to how Kayla George maybe get most of the deliveries, the next 12 deliveries. 80 would not be a bad score. It would be par. 85, 90 could present a challenge for the Guyanese. Not that I'm saying that what is on the board won't be able to do so, because speaking to Mans at the toss of the coin, she was adamant that batting first and putting runs on the board gives you an advantage. So
I'll have to agree.
She will have to tell. She will be telling her batters when the inning start to don't maybe rush it. Take your time. Put away the bad deliveries. Respect the good ones. We have a bowling change from the commentators end. Jada Fraser. First delivery. Going down the onside, beating the wicket keeper. They're coming back for the second. Is it run or by? A wide signal by the umpire Thompson. Yes. Is that a late ear going into the distance? Looks likely.
Let's not talk about that. Liat 2020, what a disaster that's been. And I'm talking from experience.
Oh my.
Wow.
What they've actually changed the 2022 ear.
So it's just ear now again.
Late ear.
Well, they might as well go back to 2020.
They had some issues over the weekend with a lot of cancellation and rescheduling the flights.
Wide signal. So I reckon they could get to 90 here, you know. I think Kayla George is key, though. Just there as well. You got to be looking to put pressure on the fielders. It'll take a lot for them to pick up and throw, effect a run out. Got to be looking to run here, Michaela Adams. Running out the deliveries. Got to make contact first, though.
Yes. And I think Fraser is well aware of that, and she's not afraid to just pitch it just wide of off stump, not to be called a wide, asking the batters to go after her. She's not floating it up on the stumps, as she does now. This one almost going down the onside, and this one is ticking around the corner. Very good shot for 4. It's as if Michaela Adams was waiting on that delivery.
And that's what you see. You see a lot of the power of these young ladies coming in that region. Just behind square, especially on the onside. As they get up, you start seeing a lot more forceful strokes coming through the offside. That's where we'll get to really gauge the coaching of these young girls over the next year or two.
So the Windwards move into the 80s. Maddie reckon they can get it at least 90.
Yeah, at least here.
2 more deliveries in this over.
That 4 from Adams was a real bonus.
Yes. She's hitting this one back down the ground and momentarily was still in the crease when George took off for the single.
Yeah, but you got to take the fielder on that occasion.
George, the captain, comes in to strike. She gets a full toss and just swat it down on the ground.
Gets away with that one, does Fraser.
Does she? Is it a no ball?
In terms of it being hit for 4.
Yes.
It was definitely hittable, but it would be a free hit, so a second opportunity. I think they'd love to have Kayla George on strike for this, but Adams, ideally they'd like to have George. But just there again, can she get it in the gap? Not quite, but she does well enough for a single. They were looking for 2.
That will bring up the end of the over, the partnership 50.
Yeah, what a partnership it's been. It's really pushed this Windward Islands total up to somewhat competitive, I think, and they'll bowl their heart out. Guyana have a game on here. 86 for 3, 6 balls remaining.
So George and Adams repairing what looked to be a collapse by the Windwards after the 10-over break, refreshment break. They had lost 2 quick wickets.
Yeah, fantastic partnership. And it's come at a good clip, 50 of 55 deliveries. Rodriguez to bowl the last.
Has the captain bowled out her 4?
Yeah, she has. I think she has.
Well, it's the last over, so if she hasn't, she will not get a chance to do it again.
Yeah, we haven't seen Aaliyah Henry either. When the ball took the new ball yesterday. So it's through the fielder there at sharp fine. Come back for 2.
Miss Turner is getting company by the overs, Maddie. She's now being joined by another 2, should I say spectators?
Well, one
or CWI workers.
One definitely is a CWI worker. So you wonder if he's still on the clock.
And one is part of our production team, where he has gone to do his duties.
He's definitely still on the clock. Wide signal. So they're inching, and they've got their 90.
They'll be
Can they
somewhat heartened to get to 90.
Yeah, can they get to 95, as close to 100 as possible? 3 deliveries remaining. This one swung away hard. Fielder comes off the long on boundary. They only get 1. 2 deliveries to go.
Did she hold on to it?
No, she didn't. Scamper through for a single. It was a valiant effort, that. The fielder in at point had to dive forward. Guyana Leach almost got her fingers under that one.
Last ball of the innings.
Can they find a boundary here? This one's hit nicely into the gap. Bit of work for Skipper Mans to do, but she's quick. Gets round to her left, whips the throw in. Only 2 in the end. 94 the Windwards finish on from their 20 overs. Run rate of 4.64. So for me, a very competitive total. This 50-odd run partnership proving absolutely crucial to the Windwards total here.
Yes, Marty, I can't agree with you more in the circumstances. The Guyana batters have not demonstrated to us that they have the potential or the ability to score much more than maybe 80 odd that they got against Trinidad in that game on Sunday over in Liberta. But you never know. The runs on the board, and they will no doubt back themselves to get the 93 that is required. It's all going to come up in another 15-20 minutes or so, because it's going to be the break of the innings, and then we'll come back to you in 15 minutes time. Well, back here at the Coolidge Cricket Ground in Antigua, we're going to be witnessing the second half of this match in the CWI Rising Stars Women's Under 19 tournament. It's between the Windward Islands, who scored 94 for 3 of the 20 overs, and Guyana needed 95 to win this game, starting with the openers. And the Windwards will be looking to see how much they can peg back the Guyanese batters.
It's a match against chasing to me.
It's a match against two winless teams. Straight away.
Jada Tyrrell.
Tyrrell is the bowler.
Yeah, she opens the batting, opens the bowling for this Windward Islands outfit. And I think she's a very good young cricketer in the making. Young Tyrrell.
Fraser, the opener for Guyana.
Yeah, left-hander. To see they've got a slip in here, more in a second slip type position. For
that's Kayla George, or is it Gator Small? Looks more like Small than George to me. Three dot balls. Fraser driving.
She loves that area. Just needed to get that through the gap. That would have run away down the hill. So good solid start this from the Windwards. Just 4 dots to begin with. This is the kind of pressure you're looking to try and put on Guyana early in the first 6. Just 2 fielders allowed outside the circle. Again, that's done for a bit of pace. So potential maiden here for Tyrrell. She'd really set the tone if she can achieve it.
So following this tournament, a 20-member squad will be selected for another 2 weeks to do high performance training.
In and out.
That should have been an easy catch. It went straight into the hands of the fielder. She's favoring her right hand.
Yeah, it was hit hard, wasn't it? It's hit powerfully.
Hit with some power.
Yeah, from Jada Fraser. What's been good to see from her is her offside play. Even though she's yet to get off the mark, phase 6 deliveries maiden to start. Well bowled by Jada Tyrrell.
Skylar Jeffrey who put that one down at extra cover.
There's a sharp chance indeed. Was hoping that would stick. But it's encouraging to see just how well Jada Fraser looks to play through the offside. Timed quite a few of those drives, a couple of drives quite nicely, just didn't manage to find the gaps.
Yeah, they're going to employ a close-in fielder. The change of
helmet for the wicketkeeper. Yeah, Kayla George.
straight away, if they're gone to one of their trump card in terms of the bowling in small, get a small, signal wide. The accent was making some changes in the field as well.
Yeah, Guyana get off the mark with a wide. Still no runs off the bat. Slight adjustment in the field. Third comes up to short
Berridge.
third.
Berridge exchanging places. This one is swung away, and this will go into the boundary for 4.
Yeah, full toss put away. Aliyah Henry this time. She did open the bowling and batting yesterday. Didn't get a chance to bowl today. She's made a positive start, picking up a boundary early in her innings, making use of that full toss and trying to make full use of this power play. Bold. Straight through the gap, and have a look at that celebration from Small. Went right under the bat. Aliyah Henry looking to play across the line. First wicket down for Guyana. It's 5 for 1.
Well, as I was saying, Small is one of the key bowlers in this Windward team. She normally come on first or second change, but right away she's trusted into the attack. And although her first 2 deliveries were not what she would have expected them to be, one a wide and another one a full toss, which was swept away for 4, she came back with the third delivery and bang on target. Don't think that the replay that we were looking for. And Small striking early for the Windward Islands.
Yeah, just what the Windwards would have wanted.
We have it on the replay now.
That
No,
was a 4 previous to the wicket. Similar type delivery, just landing though slightly shorter, still full in length. But Aliyah Henry looking to go across the line. And as you were saying yesterday, you miss, I hit.
Now she's coming around the wicket for the left-hander in Brianna Samaru. She's the new batter.
2 left-handers in.
Yes. Tucked down to mid-on. Oh, that going between the slip and the wicketkeeper. Boy, she's bowled.
LBW, I think. She was given by the umpire, standing umpire. I think that one just creeped through, hit the pad, appear from Small. So she's taken 2 wickets in the over, 2 wickets in 3 deliveries.
My first reaction was that the ball took the bat and went between the wicketkeeper and first slip and the slip fielder. But I think actually it took the pad and they were appealing, and the umpire gave the verdict in the affirmative.
Yeah, quicker delivery from Jada Small, right on the money. Have a look at that, trapped right in front. Maybe height the only issue, but don't expect too many to bounce over the stumps here. So a short stay that for Samaru. And they're under pressure now. This over from Jada Small has really...
And it's not finished yet, the Mali.
Yeah, it's
still
really
has 2 more deliveries.
Brought the Windwards right into this match. As we were saying, that 93 to win will be very competitive. It's a very competitive total here in this tournament.
Look at this field from small. There's a ring of 5 players on the onside.
Kind of Leach just pats back that gentle full toss to a slight adjustment in the field once again. Adding the extra field on the offside. Almost sneaking through once again. Inside edge. Down to short fine. So 2 wickets in that over. What an over it was from Jada Small. 2 for 5 from her on the over, and it's 5 for 2.
Yes. Didn't start it as well as she would have wanted, but from the moment she found her radar, she was bang on target. One bowled and one leg before. You can even say only the pad of Samaru prevented her stumps from being knocked back.
You always want to bring the stumps in play. Between wicket and wicket, we've seen a little bit of variable bounce here today at the Coolidge Cricket Ground. Got to be in between wicket and wicket. Bring the LBW and the bowled into the equation. Remember, Tyrrell bowled an immaculate maiden to begin. Can she follow up? She does, similar to what we've seen from like an Aaliyah Weeks, young Brown from Jamaica as well. Very rhythmical, high energy, gets the ball through at a good pace, especially at this level.
Not forgetting, Maddie, that in her first over, Tyrrell should have had the wicket of Fraser.
Yeah, she should have. It was hit quite firmly to the fielder, extra cover.
She has just swapped positions with another teammate.
Yeah, they just need to get their offside angles right, though, to me. Cover, extra cover, point, just all too close to each other. Just out to the wide, but that's good pace. It's good pace and carry through. The young Tyrrell.
She just needs to get it on target. Or better lined.
Really like what I see from her, especially with ball in hand. Still got to slip in. Good feeling there. Backward square.
I was asking myself, Maddie, at the innings break, where all the Guyanese to come and support the Guyana team? Where all the Dominicans, Vincentians, St. Lucians, and Grenadians to support the Grenadian team? Well, where were all the Antiguans to support the Leeward Islands team this morning? Come on, we got to do better than this.
Yeah, a lot of them aren't aware. A lot of people need to do better. That's a story for another time, I guess.
Beating outside of off stump, good pace, good carry again.
Yeah, I like her. She looks good. Fantastic action. Delivers from high. Nicely balanced at the crease. Pencil in Jada Tyrrell in the 20 as well for me.
We're going to come up with our 20, Maddie. We have between now and Saturday to do so.
Not sure I want that job, but just based on what you're seeing here. By that time, we would have seen all the teams, I guess.
Based on what I'm seeing, I'm asking for another 5 players. I want 25. Yes. By doing so, you can always get in a game. 20 eliminate yourself just for practice sessions. You want to at least let them play a game among themselves based on what you might be looking at. And she cleans her up.
Fantastic delivery. Pace once again. Through the gate, just too quick.
So delighted.
I got a lot of time for her. She's a real prospect, especially with ball in hand. That's where you can see the strength is at the moment. Obviously, she'll develop, hopefully, her all-round ability. But with ball in hand, she looks absolutely superb.
Yes, certainly a prospect. For some assistance from her dressing room, but no one has responded. Let's look at it again, Mali. This delivery.
Look at that. In between wicket and wicket. Just a bit late. Maybe just a bit leg side as well, not covering her stumps.
And look at the celebration.
Jada Fraser has to go. Look at the exuberance of youth, as they'd say. Very happy. Everyone happy in that Windward's team at the moment. They're definitely on top, Colin.
Yes, and they know they have a good chance of winning this game. And a win will certainly put them above Guyana in 5th place. Guyana will remain in 6th position. The Leewards would have already won 1. So
versus the Windwards, that was the first game of the tournament, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
the first game for both.
Guyana only with a point from that rained out game against Barbados. And interestingly, the world of games would have been fixtures. Guyana having 4 of their 5 matches late in the day.
Playing at the 2 o'clock game, huh? As opposed to the 9 o'clock. You'd want to see that mixed up a bit more.
I don't know if the person who prepared the fixture was doing it by perceived strength of the respective teams.
How would they know?
That's my that's my asking. That's the question I'm asking myself. What is your objective criteria in scheduling these matches? Is it done computerized or is it done manual? Small, her third delivery.
They're being so miserly, this Windward's team. Have a look at that. That run rate below 2, 1.71. 3 dots once again from Jada Small. So pressure's on. Playing a miss. Pressure on Leach here. He's yet to get off the mark. But here, yet to face a delivery. Again, he's really up against it.
Cross batted drive down the onside.
Some good feeling though from Michaela Adams. Played a lovely little cameo innings earlier in the day. Once again, she's cleaned her up. That's 3 for Jada Small. And that's the pressure we're talking about, Colin. Just starting to tell now on this Guyana lineup. 6 for 4. 3 wickets to Small.
Wow. And isn't she a talent for the future? She's floating that one up, or she was floating that one up. And there was the batter from Guyana trying to hit across the line and missing, and stumps being broken. Good effort by Small.
Yeah, really. Top effort this from the Windwards. They scrapped their way to 93. For long periods of that innings, it looked like they'd struggle to get to 50. But that 52, 53 run partnership
looking like
George and Adams,
making a big difference.
Huge.
You know, I know we had to have the innings break as expected, but every so, as we have seen for the second time today, when Guyana begin the chase and there's a break, on this occasion they came straight after the innings break. They seem to lose a little bit of concentration.
It takes them a bit of time to get back grips with the game. Obviously, they're going for the kill here, the Windwards. Jada Tyrrell with her third. So they're saying if she can pick up another wicket here, still with the one over remaining in her quota, which will give them the luxury to bring her back at whatever point they choose. Still got to slip in, almost in a third slip position. In fact, quite directly in front the third man. So they got to get those angles right. Jada Small in its slip. Pace once again, but just losing the radar slightly, just drifting that down the leg side. It's so athletic. It's Jada Tyrrell. Those fast twitch muscles as well on show. She's getting the ball through at a good pace, and she'll only get quicker, stronger she gets. It's really good stuff.
That full toss was pulled away exquisitely as well. But here, getting on top of it and taking full advantage. 4 good-looking runs for her, and 4 runs to the Guyana total takes the total up to 8. But they have lost 4 wickets, and that's the key factor in the innings so far. I think it's going to be a no ball. Did the umpire signal no ball for one above the waist? No, he didn't. I had that impression. 12 for 4. Tyrrell, and she's beaten her with a delivery that nipped back in. She's asking, how is it, umpire? And the umpire is on move. So the Windward's on top. They made 93, and the guy in the team already 4 wickets is down for 13. Wide signal a while ago. Tyrrell with 1 for 8. This is their third over. The other 3 wickets taken by Jada Small, including 2 in 1 over, and the other in her last over before this one being bowled by Jada Tyrrell. This one is hit in the air just away from the point fielder to the left of her. And as Amazine Berridge, she stuck out her hand, but it was just a little bit wide of her. Maybe she had gone just a meter or 2 to her left. She would have been able to pull it in, but it was traveling quickly as well. So give her the benefit of the doubt that she tried. Tyrrell tries again, and this one is hit back down the track, and she was able to stop it involuntarily with her boot, preventing any run in the process. One delivery remaining in the 5th over. And she's bold. Tyrrell has strike again. She has been keeping the deliveries on a fairly good length, and a fuller length as well. And there was the Guyanese batter beaten for pace by Tyrrell, and the 5th wicket goes down. Half the Guyana side are back in the pavilion and only 14 runs on the board.
Yeah, it's been a real struggle for this Guyana team here, chasing 93 to win. You did just get the sense that Windwards were in a flow, and so far nothing's really knocking them off that rhythm. Once again, Tyrrell into the action.
With that noticeable number 66 on her back. I wonder if she took the number from Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Something tells me you're a Liverpool fan.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you see? You see? I was on the money. Something you don't hear too often. I wonder if she took that from Trent Alexander-Arnold. That tells me you're a Liverpool fan. Would you love to have him back in your squad?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. We'll see. A lot of things can change.
It can change quickly, too.
Yeah, things haven't really gone his way just yet. But I also think he's a fantastic player.
Yes. Yeah, I think the England coach, Mr. Trick, might not taking him to the World Cup.
Yeah, Mr. Trick not taking a few of the better footballers in England to the World Cup. Cole Palmer, no Phil Foden, no. Trent Alexander-Arnold, small.
The trump card in my view. Now that I'm discounting. She just needed to just bend a little bit more, and then she would have had it in her hands.
Yeah, that one was hit flat. Maybe a bit of spin on that. Just burst through the hands there, the fielder at point. Is that Michaela Adams?
She's favoring her right hand, maybe her index finger.
Yeah, it was hit hard.
Oh, it's dropped again.
Back-to-back deliveries, drop catches. That's gone sharp as well. Didn't seem like the slip fielder was that ready for that one.
Looks to be Tyrrell.
Yes, Tyrrell in a good position though. Sharp chance.
Sharp. Small in her 3rd over, so far 3 for 6.
3 for 6. So you've seen the spinners do the job here at the Coolidge Cricket Ground. Earlier was Ramnath, Jairam. Here's Jada Small. You did call it. Did see her as a bit of a trump card. So far it's proven the case. Could have been even better had catches gone. Those catches been taken, or at least one of those been taken. This one's hit quite hard down the ground by skipper Mann. Scampers through for a single. Took her a long while to get down the other end though.
Mann's surviving a drop chance, and Bahia, who comes back into strike, she also was dropped in this over. That will be signaled wide.
Yeah, that was wide. You could tell Jada almost wanted to pull that back after releasing that. She had a string on that. She definitely would have pulled it back in. Wasn't happy with that delivery. 3 runs from the over so far, wide and 2 singles. Kind of really need to get a move on here.
She managed just to get sufficiently enough bat onto that floated delivery, just keeping it away from her stumps, and it squirmed onto the onside to bring up the end of the 6th over. And that's the end of the first power play. And certainly the Windwards have taken full advantage. Guyana 17 for 5.
Yeah, to take 5 wickets in the first power play here. Superb by the Windwards. And they're going to bowl. Jada's going to bowl out. She's going to bowl her 4 overs straight through. So hopefully looking to set back this Guyana team even further.
And again, we see Captain Mans with that stance outside of off stump.
Stands up tall, plays that down to mid-on. Once again, in between wicket and wicket is Tyrrell. So Mans would know if she misses any of these deliveries, especially if it starts outside the off stump, she'll be in a bit of trouble. It's a bat down once again. It's going to take some serious batting from here. 78 off 82 deliveries.
Delivery wide of off stump, signal wide too by the umpire.
Yeah, just outside that blue line there. That mark the umpires use as a real guide.
Final round of preliminary matches coming up on Friday. Players having another break tomorrow. They had one on Monday.
I think it'll be a welcome break this.
Yes.
And then they'll go back to back once again, Friday and Saturday.
And on Monday, they had a coaching seminar, player development workshop, and coaches workshop.
I hope that was very beneficial.
Tomorrow is designated as a rest day. Windwards against Jamaica here at CCG at 9. Barbados against Trinidad at Liberty at 10. That's a prelude to the finals in my view. And the 2 o'clock match is Leeward Islands against Guyana. So the Guyanese have played all late matches.
All matches, their matches.
Except for the one on Sunday when they met. It was a 2 o'clock match on Sunday.
So they played all the games at 2.
At 2.
Interesting.
This one is hit into the gap between mid-wicket and square leg. They get 2 runs comfortably. Captain Mans is trying to retrieve the situation for her team.
1 shot being signaled by the umpire there. Something you don't see too often.
Yeah. So you must have been watching them all the way through.
Should probably skip a Mans. Dipped a bit short of her crease.
Down the onside wide signal. Again, second wide of the over. Only 2 runs conceded off the bat. She'll be looking to end on a high. She has 2 for 12 Tyrrell. She'd want to take a wicket. She would like to take a wicket with her last ball. And she'd be also looking to get it on target. In the air, the catch is dropped again. That's the second time the fielder, Diamali, has put down what I would consider straightforward catch. Yeah. Notwithstanding that it might have hit with some power, but went straight into her hands again and out.
Yeah, she was on the move, though, for me.
And really should have been standing still, as opposed to be moving into the line of the delivery.
100%. Just seemed to be on the move and then struggled to really locate the ball. Struggled to get her hands in the right position. It's just a bit
Jeffrey.
Close there, yeah. In that extra cover. She's got to be careful, got to be wary, got to make sure she gets her hands in the right position there because she could get hurt if one's hit at an awkward height.
Yes. Small continues her last over as well.
So it looks like Sarah Bahia is just going to look to play out Jada Small based on that first delivery. Let's see.
Well, that's a sensible. That would be the sensible approach from her.
That's a good stroke. Good stroke.
Kayla Jeffrey, who was guilty of putting down 2 catches, she was in that short cover position or short extra cover position. She has now been moved from there to point.
Michaela Adams comes into extra cover. She's also put down a catch back at point when she was at point off Jada Small. So it's the nature of this format as well, as we were saying yesterday. There's really nowhere to hide.
No way to hide. You can switch them around as much as you want to.
Yep.
They're going to be picked out at some stage. In the air, is someone getting under it? The both players collided. I wonder why the fielder at backward square. Well, the backward square fielder had it covered in my view, or the short fine leg fielder.
Yeah,
and the fielder at square leg. Why did she get involved?
It's something you even mentioned earlier. I didn't see the collision in the Windward's team.
Let's look at it again, Mali.
In the warm up, but it's something I've noticed.
Off the back
really
of the bat.
The communication that you need. Someone needs to call. This is what I mean. The game hasn't quite slowed down for a lot of these girls yet.
Daisy Woods was the one who collided with her teammate. Woods was at square leg, next to the square leg on all. In my view, was going to the other fielder who had it covered, and Woods collided with her teammate. Wry smile on the face of Gator Small, Maddie.
Yeah, right. Smile. Another opportunity. She's had, 3 catches go down?
3 catches. If those were taken, the guy in the team would be already 8 wickets down. Nally, that's your private jet going in the distance.
Definitely not mine.
Don't see your logo on it at all, or your name. But it looks a sweet jet.
So who is that? What is that coming in? That's another question. You never know. These flights, no logos, the islands.
So Small will try again. She has 2 more deliveries in her spell. This one is beating the bat of Mans outside of off stump. Mans fortunate to survive a drop chance. Just backward of the square leg umpire. After 2 Windward Islands fielders collided. This one is floated on the leg stump. I want to believe that was a deliberate delivery. I want to believe. I'm going to take the temerity to say it was a deliberately pitched outside of the legs, so she gets another chance to bowl at her. Keeping her guessing, keeping her under pressure. But here is the batter, and for this delivery, she gets a full toss and she's putting it away for 4. Maybe she was searching for that delivery, but this time she overpitched and right into the slot that Bahia was looking for, and she pulled it away nicely for 4.
Yeah,
ends the spell for Small. 3 for 13 from 4, 25 for 5.
Could have easily picked up a 5 for here today, having 3 catches go down as well. Jada Small, but 25 for 5. Windward's in a very good position at the moment.
Who are the other bowlers that Kayla George can turn to now to help the Windwards get to what looks like a victory on the cards for them? But with Captain Mans at the crease and her determined attitude, the Guyanese are not going to give up at all.
No, they're definitely not.
So This is going to be the ninth over. Devona Tyson, a seam bowler, comes into the attack, and Mans wasn't ready, so she just pulled away. Tyson will have to start again.
So they only managed to use the 4 bowling options in their previous game. Tyrrell Small, Amy Antoine, and Devona Tyson, who's bowling now.
Let's punch into the offside.
So you're going to have to find these overs from somewhere here. The Windwards. You could say their best 2 bowlers have bowled out.
Yes.
They've gone hard and heavy early. Really set back the team. They're hoping to manage the back end of this innings now.
Someone has to put their hands up and say, look, our 2 best bowlers have set us, has put us into a good position. Let me try to finish it off.
It's a good start from Tyson, though. Starts with 3 dots.
Good start.
Looks quite robust. Gets through her run up, gets to the crease. She's landing it in the areas that she wants, showing good control. Mid wicket goes back. Maybe 10 yards off the boundary rope. That's a good delivery. That's a good delivery. Spearing into the legs. Only managed to bowl 3 deliveries yesterday. 0.3 overs, just 4 runs for her. Devona Tyson. So she'll get a more substantial workout today. But can she contribute?
Down the onside and well taken by the wicketkeeper, Captain Kayla George.
Yeah, good take. Good take. Just needs to get the radar back. But good pace as well from Tyson. Not bad.
Hit back in the air to the bowler, just about waist height, or just below.
Maybe knee height, possibly.
Possibly, yeah.
It came to her on the full, though. It would have been a very good catch. Those are always difficult, especially when your body weight's going in one.
Beaten outside of off stump. And that brings up the end of the 9th over. Guyana looking to get 94 to victory, 26 for 5.
Yeah, they're going to struggle to get close to that if bowlers like Tyson continue to bowl as well as they do. Just a 1 run from that over from her. So a fantastic over following up from Jada Tyrrell. Just as we said, Amy Antoine comes into the attack. She only bowled 1 over yesterday as well versus Trinidad. Conceded 10 runs in that 1 over of hers.
Antoine with the first delivery. It's a full-blooded drive by here.
Yeah, it was hit really powerfully, but Straight to the fielder, Michaela Adams in an extra cover. She did just enough. This one's in the air once again, gets to the fielder on the
Chance for a
bounce.
run out.
Oh. All action, a lot going on, a lot happening.
Chance and the catch is taken. No. Well, the catch was taken, but no edge.
Yeah, just parried off the wicketkeeper's glove. Good reactions there from Jada Tyrrell in that slip. Still good to see the Windwards have a slip in here.
They're attacking all the way through. This one is above the waist, almost chest height, and pulled down and pulled away. Will they look for a second run? They should have gotten 2 runs there. And by the time Bahia is thinking about coming for the second run, the throw is on its way. No ball signaled by the umpire, and it will be a free hit.
Yeah, this will be a free hit. Guyana need to get going. Maybe this free hit will be the one that gets them going.
We're in the 10th over, so we'll have a break after this over.
That's a good delivery. Good response this from Antoine. Just 3 runs from her first 5. This one's hammered down the ground.
That's a good safe shot from the captain. Well, Bahia.
Too many fielders for me just in no man's land. You're either in or back, just there, that long on, a little too wide.
Yeah.
And neither in or fully back on the boundary. If you're a boundary rider, you save the boundaries.
And Antoine over pitching on that occasion and being pulled away for 4. So that brings up the end of the 10th over, 33 for 5. Mally, your thoughts as we go to the refreshment break, sorry.
Yeah, this is definitely the Windwards in the ascendancy, but Guyana are fighting away. They're scrapping away 33 for 5, starting to build a little bit of a partnership here between this pair, but definitely at the halfway mark, I have the Windwards favorites.
So we take a break and we'll come back in 2 minutes. Back here at the Coolidge Cricket Ground, the first delivery after the drinks break. Don't know if the break has an effect on the Guyanese, but previously yesterday, when there was a break, when they were going steadily at 30 without loss, or just about there, when they came back from the drinks break in the evening session, they just disintegrated. So let's see if history will repeat itself. But the Windward's on top. Guyana 34 for 5. They need 94 for victory. Still another 61 runs from 59 balls. Tyson into her second over. The batters will get a quick single by here. Little hesitant initially, but she gets there. Man's the captain. He's always a live wire. Sometimes they say anything goes. And it does happen sometimes in our commentary position. Tyson just turned easily into the onside, and Mans is already halfway down the pitch before she was sent back by Bahia. Bahia is indicating to her that it was just too close to the fielder for me to run, and Mans is saying it was far enough.
Yeah, but this is crucial from Devonna Tyson, the role she's playing here, following Jada Tiro from the airport road end. So far, just conceded 3 runs. Every delivery almost just sets Guyanese back further and further.
Still keeping the batter quiet.
Once again, an interesting offside field here. Just needs to get it through the gap. The Windward's obviously choosing to attack. We've got Guyana down.
In the air, but safely in the end, because it dropped well in front of the fielder.
Just 2 runs. 2 runs from this over.
That was Antoine at wideish mid-off.
Fantastic, fantastic over. She's bowled 2 superb overs, has Devonna Tyson. Just 3 deliveries yesterday versus Trinidad, but she's come back very well here today.
She may not have taken a wicket, but she has kept the run rate down.
Yeah, she's done very well. And the way she's gone about it as well has been quite impressive.
Yes.
Good pace. Not too many extras. She's also in control of her action, a very repeatable type action, hence the accuracy.
Well, she knows her role is to back up the frontline bowlers in Small and Tyrrell. And she's just doing exactly what her captain is asking her to do. Should she get a wicket or 2, that would be a bonus.
This is where I think Guyana have to look to get some runs, if possible. Ami Antoine, it's been decent, just conceded 7 runs so far, only over. If they get a full toss, they've got to put it away.
So the field settles into the position. Wide signal.
Got to get at least 7 from this over for me. Need to back up what they did against Antoine in her first. 7 or more from a Guyana perspective.
Antoine. Also keeping a tight leash, tight rein on the Guyanese batters, Mans and Bahia. Mans only 4 from 22, Bahia 15 from 21.
Sometimes you gotta wonder as well with the way you see young Daniela Mans picking up that bat. Is it a bit too heavy for her? I don't know. But it kind of looks that way at times.
Yes, I
That's
agree.
so important for these young players, especially the girls, that they have the right bats, the right weight, that they can wield it with some power.
Who is responsible for the gear and equipment? Is it the respective territorial boards, or the CWI has a pool of equipment that the territorial boards can choose from?
I'm not actually sure. I think the territorial boards definitely should have a better, as close. They go upstairs? No, they don't. In fact, no ball called. I wonder if it bounced twice.
I get that impression it did.
So no ball signaled. It'll be a free hit.
I think she
I
just
think
lost.
a lot of it would be down to the territorial board, just to answer your question. In fact, chooses to leave it down the leg side. Interesting decision that from Bahia.
And she's then looking at the umpire, asking him, how is that not signal a wide?
Yeah, she's got to remember that was a free hit, so I had to look to really try and make use of that opportunity. Full toss again, no real timing. It probably will be signal no ball. I had a shy at the stumps was Michaela Adams. In fact, no ball signal again, so it'll be another free hit. But it hasn't been an overly expensive over. 5 runs coming from it. And she's boldly cleaned her up. Fantastic delivery through the gate. Mans is standing there. In fact, it was a free hit. So we've been done here in the commentary box. Well, I have. Thought that was a wicket.
I thought so myself too.
Yeah, it was a free hit. That previous delivery. Signal no ball. So no wicket to Amy Antoine, but good over nonetheless.
And based on her reaction as well, we thought that she had cleaned her up. Antoine's reaction suggested that.
Love to see her pick up a wicket. At some point, 2 for 12. It'll be Tyson to continue. This is another one I think you could work with. Tyson, you can see if she gets a bit of work, that fitness becomes even better. That's been hammered through the offside though. That's what I was talking about. Pace on. That tells you that she's delivering at a good pace. Batter Bahia didn't really lift that bat in anger, swing that bat in anger at all. She just timed that, caressed that through the offside. Have a look at that. In the gap, stayed a bit leg side of that delivery. And for the first time, Tyson under a bit of pressure. 4 from her first delivery of the over. So can the Guyanese push this over up to 10, 11 possibly? Can they find another boundary?
She's not going to get that one.
That, just tucking her up there, closer to the pads, not allowing her to free the hands. Good response this from Tyson.
Well, she gets it over the ring of fielders just on the 30-yard square on the onside and comes back for the second run. So this is a productive over for Guyana in the circumstances.
Yeah, it's what happens when, especially if you can find the boundaries of the first or second delivery of an over. It really puts the bowler under a bit of pressure. They're now scrambling to get out of the over without too much damage. So 6 runs for the first 3 deliveries. This is what I was saying. Can they get 10 11 from this over. It's what they'll need. Once again, Ivana Tyson delivering in between wicket and wicket. I think she's very good, looking very good here. Under a bit of pressure in this over though. Comes back well. It's been hit aerial. No real timing. Fielder comes round, does well. Keeps it to 1. Emma Madison Joseph there coming round and doing the fielding. Once again, Madison Joseph in the action. End of that Tyson over. Good over in the end. Decent over for Guyana as well, 47 for 5.
Yeah. Still a little bit of cat and mouse being played out there. Manses and Behir fighting for the word. Contrast to what happened yesterday in terms of the Guyanese innings. They were very obdurate at the start of it, but when the drinks break came after 10 overs, they went into a slide.
Yeah, but
this time around today, they went into a slide before the drinks break. Then they sort of consolidated just before it, and now the consolidation is continuing. But Antoine will have other ideas. Oh, good stop. If that had gone past, it would have run pretty close to the boundary.
Yeah, it was Tyson in that short fine position once again. But here, starting to find some timing, finding the gaps, 24 off 30, similar to what we saw in the Windward's innings. Daniela Mann's playing a more sedate type supporting role, but keeping wickets in hand, so important. Forging a partnership here with Bahir. Just keeping Guyana in the game at the moment. 47 to get a 41 deliveries. Those 5 wickets in hand. Could we be in for quite an exciting finish?
The next 2 overs or so will
give a
tell
good
us
indication,
that.
right?
Yeah, that will give us a good indication.
This has been good, though. This has been good. Need to limit the boundaries as much as possible. It'd be best served bowling to Mans. She's just found it a bit more of a struggle finding the gaps. This one peels off the outside edge. I get 1. .45 of 39, the equation now. That run rate continues to climb slightly, still below 7s. I don't want it to climb much higher.
She's going to take the catch. Yes, she does. Get a small. They can't keep out of this game, Mali. Whether it's with the ball or in the field, she's always there to help her team trying to get to victory.
Yeah, that was a huge wicket, Sarah Bahir. The batter to fall. She goes for 24. She was just starting to look very dangerous here. And Antoine picks up her first.
That was the drop chance
earlier.
Much earlier.
Jada Terrell. Thinks this is Jaira Rodriguez coming to the crease. She's joined Skipper Mans, and the most important thing for Amy Antoine and the Windward's team here, It was Bahia that was dismissed.
Yes. She looked to be taking the fight to the Windward's bowlers.
So there'll be a bit more pressure on Daniela Mans now, 6 of 28. It's a good over this has turned out to be, just 3 runs from it. And she's nicked her off straight to first slip.
What's the celebration? Look at the celebration.
Absolute elation for the Windwards. You could tell Jada Terrell, she's so happy with that. She put down a chance earlier, but they've had the tact in which to keep in that slip. They've kept attacking throughout these 14 overs, and it's proven fruitful for them. Guyana 7 wickets down now. The Windwards 3 wickets away.
Yeah. 2 wickets in the over for Antoine.
2 for 15 from her 3. She could be happy with that. And we were asking, where's the next contribution going to come from after Small and Tyrrell? But definitely Tyson and Antoine have answered those questions.
Well, we're vindicating the decision by the captain, Kayla George, to bowl out her 2 trump cards. Both Antoine and Tyson is doing the backup work. Maybe Tyson without wickets as yet, but
Yes.
Antoine reaping the benefit of the pressure being maintained by Tyson at the other end.
Bowling in partnerships, as they say. Fantastic work from the pair. It'll be Tyson to continue, though. Once again, she's on the money. She thinks she's got a wicket. It's probably sneaking past the leg stump.
I hope the selectors are really looking objectively at all the players and not just maybe looking at 1 or 2 or 2 or 3 of the teams in terms of performances, because it's not all about the teams who are doing well. It's about the players who are showing that they want to play cricket and they have a desire and they have the talent to go further.
And it's about watching the games. You can't really look at scorecards, especially now. There's no real excuse with the games being streamed. So
I know there are few spectators physically around Mali. There is I think Anne Brown John, the chairman of the selectors, women selectors. She's here. I have seen Mr. Bess, Samuel Bess Spencer.
So that's good to see. Once again, another delivery on the money from Tyson. Her line and length has been immaculate today. Absolutely superb.
I think the chief talent scout I think is Jamal Smith.
Jamal Smith, yeah.
He should be around as well. He's definitely based in Antigua.
This one's hit high. Oh, diving away to her right. Was that Antoine? Looked like Ami Antoine in that mid-off position. Didn't quite get there, but was willing to put her body on the line once again.
Certainly she was trying as hard as she could. Tyson not yet taking a wicket.
She's so close. She's so close.
So close.
She's given herself every opportunity, because most of these deliveries are delivered in between wicket and wicket.
But if it's one thing she's doing, she's keeping the run rate down.
Definitely. Very economical indeed. And we know how important that is, especially in this format of the game. It's not all about wickets. There again. Spin doing amazing beverage at point. They scamper through for 1. The end of a fantastic spell that from Ivana Tyson.
Guyana 57 for 3.
Just 5 overs remain.
30 balls. And another
42.
42 runs needed.
Yeah, it'll be very difficult from here. Mans hasn't really got going. 8 of 32. She's obviously trying to hold this Guyanese innings together. Got to find a way to get off strike, rotate the strike a bit more. Still got an opportunity though. Couple boundaries here really changes everything. 2 deliveries, so Windward's not home yet. Boulder. They're a little closer now though. The 3rd wicket this for Amy Antoine. Jayara Rodriguez. Not Rodriguez.
Mans.
Nice. The skipper man, she's at the non-striker's end. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's the 3rd wicket for Amy Antoine. Guyana 8 down. The Windward's just 2 away.
Was hoping that we would have gotten the replay by now.
Yeah, Rosanna Patterson.
Antoine just taking a 3rd wicket, the previous delivery, as she serves up a wide of off stump.
Okay, Windward's almost there, almost there. Very close to their first victory in this tournament.
Another wide, this one down the onside. A new batter in Jackson, Christiana, trying to get a single, trying to get her captain Daniel Mans on strike. Beaten outside of off stump is Jackson.
Yeah, that's a good area. That's a good area. The pair of Antoine and Tyson have really proved decisive in this phase of play. She's just 3 deliveries away now from bowling her full quota.
Single to Jackson. That won't worry the Windwards in this.
Yeah.
At this time.
Singles won't win it for this guy and the team. They need to find boundaries, need to find some tools.
Wide of off stump, wide signal. Three wides on 1 wicket in this over so far. 3 dot balls and 1 single. This is the last delivery for Antoine. Will she get the wicket?
Oh, it's put down. Just put down. Amazing beverage, hearing around. Looked like she had held on. Luckily, we didn't have another collision.
So that ends the over and the spell for Antoine. 3 for 20 from 4. Small 3 for 13 from 4. And Tyrrell 2 for 12 from 4. They have been the destroyers so far of the Guyanese innings.
Yeah, but Spirit thought for Devonna Tyson as well.
Yeah, although she hasn't taken a wicket, she has kept things pretty quiet. Leo is going to replace Tyson at the far end. at the airport end of the ground.
So 4 overs remain, 24 deliveries. This run rate approaching 10. 9.25. Is that too much for this guy in a batting lineup to come? So far, no real intent being shown by Daniela Mans. Or is it Christina Jackson? No, it's Mans on strike at the moment. The skipper, 9 of 34.
Leo is tossed in her first two deliveries high in the air. She's telling the Mans, reach for them. Again, high in the air, Mans is driving, but no real power or timing. Small coming from her straightish mid-wicket position to field. Little bit flat at this one. Wide signal.
Was that wide? Possibly. Just straddling that line, I think. Once again, a lack of pace, especially when Mans is on strike. She needs a bit of pace on these deliveries at this stage of her career.
She gets a single.
Brings Jackson on strike.
I think Leo would want to bowl to Jackson. She's relatively new at the crease.
Once again, singles won't hurt the Windwards in this situation.
Not at all.
New bowler coming on, just conceding 3 runs so far in her 5 deliveries. They need to find a boundary off this delivery. It's an absolute must. And they don't. So Leo escapes. Avanel Leo, just 3 runs from her first. What a disciplined bowling performance this has been from the Windwards under 19 women. Guyana really struggling now. Just 18 deliveries remain. It's 61 for 8.
The question that maybe you ask as a pundit, if batters from 1 to 7 couldn't do it, will the next 2 wickets take the Leewards, take the Guyana team to the target needing 34 in 18 balls? Still a possibility. That's the best I can say.
It definitely is. Is it probable, though? As we were saying, a couple boundaries here could really put the cat amongst the pigeons. Let's see. Emma Madison Joseph into the attack. Starts with a single. Slightly shorter delivery, but decent line. Mans gets into double figures. She's 10 off 39.
Emma Patterson Joseph. What a name.
Mm.
So just
Sprinkling
Madison.
a wide in her first three.
Yes.
Mm.
One of her parents were
At
impressed
first,
by
at
movie
first,
star too.
yeah, at first I thought it was a double-barreled last name, but I work out her first name's actually Emma Madison. Oh, choosing to go to the wrong end was Jada Small, and Daniela Mann's in a bit of strife as well with her left leg, maybe just starting to cramp slightly.
But the rigors of what she has been doing all match was bowling, fielding. Now she's batting for an extended period of time. Certainly more than, I think she has been in for more than 10 overs. How many balls she has faced so far? 41.
41.
But it's the length of time she has been out there. And only 11 runs from those 41 balls. But as a captain, she'll want to be there to the end, whether it's a victory or a loss. She's off for a quick single. Six for 8.
She's showing us an ability to back time, though. So you're wondering where the skills can translate, what format of the game. That's been the positive for her. It's a good delivery. That was tailing back in. So you're looking to find positives really in every aspect. Obviously, you're addressing the negatives. Those are the things you need to work on. High catches, technique, situational awareness, match awareness. But there again, good delivery. Oh, bit of a collision between non-striker and the bowler. It's been a good over in the context of things. 6 runs coming from it. The first from Emma Madison Joseph. 2 overs remain. It's 67 for 2. 67 for 8. Sorry. 2 wickets for the Windwards to get their first win in this tournament.
Who's picking up the attack from the far end? Because Tyson would have bowled out her overs. Well, yes, Leo would have bowled one from that end already. She will continue. She's tossing it up again, and that one is pulled down just behind the wicketkeeper.
I wonder if she got any bat on that. No wide signaled. It's lucky to get away with that in terms of height as well. Can they finish strong here, the Windwards? It's a good delivery.
Just teasing Jackson outside of off stump. And she's very enthusiastic to get back to her mark, Leo. So already today, Trinidad and Tobago defeating the Leeward Islands by 8 wickets. That was the first match here at Coolidge. And Barbados in the lone match in Liberta, winning by 6 runs over Jamaica.
So she didn't get away with this one, Avenel Leo. High full toss called no ball. So it'll be a free hit this. This partnership 17 of 22. It just needed to be a little brisker in terms of the scoring rate. A little bit more brisk, as we say. Brisker isn't a word, is it? Brisker. And she follows up with another full toss. Guyana can't put it away.
One more delivery to go in this over. Avenel Leo. Oh, that's a wide delivery. Ooh. Further away. He's signaling a free hit. It bounced twice, Mali, before getting to the keeper. She got that one on the radar.
There's a real runner opportunity there.
Yeah.
So
that brings up the end of over number 19.
20 of the last. Can they do it?
It's doable.
It's
is it gettable?
Possible. But is it probable? That's the question. I'd love to see them get as close as possible.
Well, if it's one time we're going to see man's being ultra aggressive, it has to be in this over.
I'm not so sure. Let's see. What you would think, right?
I would think so.
In theory, here she is on strike, though. So we'll get our answer with this first delivery.
She has to go down fighting, Mali. She has to show some level of
awareness of what's going on.
Yes, yes.
You'd hope so.
13 from 45 balls. Well, she gets off strike with a single.
She just doesn't possess the power, so you don't expect it. I don't necessarily expect it from her. Doesn't possess the power at this stage of her career. In fact, she's more of a bowler than a batter, but she's playing the role here for her team, just trying to fight, trying to bat out the 20. I like this from her. 14 or 46. The awareness will come.
Poor delivery from Emma Madison Joseph. Wide signal. One thing you can say about Mans is that she keeps herself and her team in the game as best as she can.
Yeah, she's one of the better leaders that we've seen in this tournament. Well, I've seen so far, that is. Seems to be quite organized, knows where she wants her fielders. She sets herself in the high traffic positions, knowing that she's one of the better fielders and catchers in the team.
Shot pulled away, only a single. So barring Emma Madison Joseph serving up some juicy long hop, the Windwards are just about there.
They are very close indeed. 19 or 4. This one definitely needs to go for 6.
Come on,
or
man.
At least 4. Needs to find a boundary.
Let's get some tension here.
Let's see how close they can get. Can they get another 10 in these 4 deliveries? Possibly. Let's see. Windwards would want to bowl out this Guyana team as well.
That one is wide.
So the wait continues.
That one is in the slot, so it won't be called a wide. Not a good delivery. Short, but keeping low. Is there going to be an overthrow? No.
So one delivery remaining here, so it's fair to be on, well, one legal delivery remaining.
In the air, will the catch be taken? No. That must be the 6th or 7th catch spilled by the Windwards in this game.
Just on the move.
And that brings up the end of the game. And congratulations to the Windward Islands. They have won this game by 16 runs. And they have now moved up the bottom of the table, which they will leave Guyana there on 1 point. They have won a game. They now won a game, the Windwards. So 2 points to them. And we say congratulations and a good performance, especially from the Windward's bowlers in Tyrrell and Small, really breaking the back of the Guyana innings. So Guyana finishing on 78 for 8. The Windwards making 93 in their 20 overs.
Yeah, and I have to mention that partnership of 50-odd between Kayla George and Michaela Adams. That partnership proving absolutely vital. Came at the crucial period as well when Guyana were really turning the screws and it looked like the innings could go the other way. That innings, that partnership really bumped them up to 93, which we thought would be very competitive, and it proved to be more than enough for the Windwards here. So congratulations to them once again, picking up their first win, and all the best as well. I hope they enjoy their rest day. Both teams enjoy their rest day tomorrow, and they come back hard on Thursday.
Yes, so let's look at what will happen here on Friday, Mali. That tomorrow is Thursday, the rest day.
Right.
Yeah. So the preliminary round matches will finish on Friday, and then the final, the playoffs for 6th, 5th, and 6th, 3rd and 4th, and the finals will be on Saturday. So we look forward to those matches when they come around. But on Friday, it's the Windwards against Jamaica here at the CC at the Kurdish Cricket Ground at 9. Leewards against Guyana in Liberta. That could be a contest for who will finish 5th or 6th. Yes, because if Guyana wins, they will just go above the Leewards because they will have a point more than the Leewards. And Barbados against Trinidad and Tobago, which we believe is a prelude to the eventual final. So on behalf of my co-commentator, Mali Richards, reminding you that the Windward Islands have won this game by 16 runs. It's Colin James saying goodbye until Friday.